show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I left, yeah, did. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Gunners. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. Got some room at the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He'll look to throw. Escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Go on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Let's go. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it. Going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw here. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Colts send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. Set. Green 39. Green 30.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Set. 319. 319.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And it coughed it up. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Here we go now.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Look like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here we go now.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And that play there, boy, almost looked like it was a video game, and he didn't know what the pitch button was. Not very well executed.
Yeah, and if you don't know what it is, you better figure it out fast. I suggest knowing it before you actually run that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning. Blue Lightning. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And it's a fumble. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you symptomatic?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Gun!
He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Watch him now, Barney.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Gun.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
This offense so far on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead.
And he loses the football a second time. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Green 39! Gun! Hot!
He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A very solid gain of 27. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and forever. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense has come up with it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hut.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Duke Dawson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the home team here, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.